Brought the motorcycle down. Got a little CRF 300. Got a little CRF 300, man. I tell you, growing up, I always wanted a motorcycle. I always wanted a dirt bike. Always wanted a four-wheeler. Into this day, I've owned a four-wheeler, but I've never actually owned a dirt bike. And I'm loving it, y'all. I'm just absolutely loving it. It's something I always wanted was to have a dirt bike. And it's not mine, it's a rental. But it's not too far off from it being mine. Now, I could always go out there and purchase one if I really wanted to. Probably go pay cash for one too. Oh, it's a beautiful motorcycle though. Beautiful, beautiful. But really what I wanted to talk to you guys about today is, what I truly wanted to talk to you guys about today is the enjoyment of money. See, the way I look at enjoyment around money, and I'm gonna take a little seat right here real quick. I got my boots on today, so I'm structured up for anything. But I wanted to talk to you about the enjoyment of money. See, I'm a huge proponent of living below your means. I'm a huge proponent of living a life without debt. I don't think you should go. I don't think these days, and this didn't come overnight. This isn't something that I came across, last week or last month. This is something that I have developed in my mind. I've developed this perspective in my mind that living a life without debt is amazing. I really don't think you should go into debt for anything in this life. So, as I sort of explained to you the enjoyment of money, I just wanted to put that out there. I'm a huge proponent of living below your means. And I'm not saying live below your means as in don't have anything, penny pinch, be a miser, be someone who just nickels and dimes on every little thing in life. That's not what I'm here to say. I think you should be strategic. You should be tactical in your thinking around money. So that means if you're tactical, you're efficient, you're optimizing, you're spending, you're optimizing, you're creating efficiency, optimization in your money. I want you to pull everything out of those dollars you make on a daily basis. That's my goal. My goal is to always pull every little ounce out of that dollar that I make on a daily basis. I want to pull as much strength out of that dollar. The dollars are like a workforce. The dollars are a workforce. The dollars are your soldiers. The dollars that you make are there to work for you. So if we optimize that process of getting those dollars to work for us, we become efficient in that. We begin to pull out everything that we can get out of those dollars that we work so hard to get. And then with the working hard and the optimization and the accumulating of wealth, you then learn this skill of living well below your means. But it takes that going out there, earning a buck, utilizing the dollars in the most efficient and optimized way, and reaping the benefits. When you're living below your means, living below your means becomes fun. When you've taken on this mindset of optimization, efficiency, and utilizing your dollars as soldiers and employees that go out there into the world and work for you. So you get really good at that. And this living below your means mindset becomes fun. And it's not a game of lack and scarcity and not enough. Oh man, I can't get this. I don't have enough of this. You start to develop in your mind, you start to stew in this idea of how much do I need? How much does it take for me to be satisfied in the things that I do want in life? We all want things, we all need things. But how much of it do I need? At what level of it do I need it? At what level of convenience and luxury do I need it? Do I need the nicest bike, or can I go with a bike that's a little less expensive and rent that out for 2 days and maybe go back to an even more expensive bike or scooter maybe, where you're paying even less, and you're curating this day-to-day optimization, this efficiency around your money, where you're saying, okay, I want to ride really nice motorcycles every once in a while, but I don't need to ride a really nice motorcycle every day. So how do I get that while not breaking the bank? Well, I get that by maybe 25 days out of the month, I drive really inexpensive motorcycles, mopeds. Maybe I even pedal a bicycle. And then maybe the other 5 days of that month, I go get me a really nice motorcycle that, that draws my attention. So it becomes a game. You get that example, it becomes a game, and you may not have a desire for motorcycles. Your desire may be for something way different. Maybe it's traveling around the world. Maybe we want to maximize the strength of our dollars. We want something, but maybe we don't want to spend that much on it. So maybe 15 days out of the month you live in really nice, and then the other 15 days out of the month while you're on the road traveling, you go really bare minimum, just to give you that balance. So it's sort of you curate it, you develop the plan. That's the fun thing about grasping on to that idea of live well below your means. When you live well below your means, your life isn't so cookie cutter. Have this house, have this car, drive this, have this credit card, have these student loans, go into debt for this, that, and the third, and have all these minimum payments. No, instead you become a creator of your own life, and with that creation, you develop a life that fits you. It's unique to you, it's tailored design. So I don't want to go out there and give you ideas. I want you to have the mindset of, let's have fun. Let's have fun with our money. Let's have fun with the idea of living below our means. And when we're living below our means, let's ensure that we never go into debt for anything. So when you're never going into debt for things, and you're living well below your means, you have this life that sort of belongs to God for first, because God is giving you the life, and for second, you have a life that fits you pretty well. I'm just sort of waffling right now, y'all. It's okay. I think some of you guys enjoy that unstructured. Give me your ideas around this stuff called money, Isaac. Give me your ideas. Give me your perspective. I don't need you to say, do X, Y, and Z. Do 1, 2, 3. Do A, B, C. Just waffle on a little bit about the idea of money. See, I want you to spend money. That's what we started this thing off with. I want you to spend money. I want you to go out and enjoy your money. Have fun. Have a blast. Buy things. Spend money. You could do 3 things with your money. You can give it, you can save it, and you can spend it. I want you to do all 3 of those things. And I want you to have a blast. I want you to have fun. I want you to enjoy every bit of it. I want you to eliminate the mindset of, oh man, I don't have enough. Oh man, I don't have this. Oh man, I can't afford this. No, you can afford it. You can afford what you want. It's not in the affording, it's in your own thought process of creating the thing in your mind that you can afford. If that makes any sense. You start to create it. I started this thing off. I want to ride really nice motorcycles every once in a while. How do we do it? Maybe we don't ride really nice motorcycles 30 days out of the month. Maybe we just ride really nice motorcycles 20 days or 25 days out of the month. That's our transportation. And the other 20 to 25 days, we just sort of do what we want to do. You know, we don't need it. You just want that little bit of that little satisfaction every once in a while. I don't want you to live bare minimum. I don't want you to have nothing, but I definitely want you to curate a life that fits you. That you didn't, it's not cookie cutter given to you. It's like, nah, I developed this life. How you get to go travel all around the world? You know, you're working only 10 months out of the year, 8 to 10 months out of the year. You're going, and even when you are working, you go on vacation or you go somewhere really nice maybe once every few months. How do you get to do it? Well, how do you get to ride really nice motorcycles in Southeast Asia and in the Himalayas and in South America? And how do you get to go and travel to all these places? I curated this life. I designed it. It's uniquely designed by Isaac. It's a tailored design. It's not something that was cookie cutter. It's not something I got approved for. I didn't get approved for this life. They gave me the life. I never got approved for the life. I sort of went out and created the life. They didn't say, hey, you have $300,000 to spend on a home. Go spend it. And you went and spent $315,000 on the home. It's not something they said, hey, you're approved for $26,000. It was never none of that. It was like, okay, because I played them stupid games before. I played the stupid games with the creditors and the banks and the minimum payment this and the credit card that and the student loan, and not the student loan, and the credit card this and the car loan that and the this loan that. And nah, I'm cool. I don't want to live that life. It's a miserable life. You can probably see it on my face. It changes because it makes me a little disgruntled that I even had to go through that. But sometimes you got to go through stuff just to realize what you don't want in life. So I had to taste that bondage lifestyle. I had to taste the enslaved lifestyle. I had to taste the Proverbs 22:7 lifestyle. That the rich rule over the poor and that the borrower is slave to the lender. Yes, I had to taste that. But then I woke up and I said, okay, I can curate my own life. I'm realizing, hey, I can curate this thing when I don't have debt. I can curate it only when I don't have debt, though, y'all. When I don't have debt, when I'm living well below my means, joyfully, jovial, spirited, when I'm living well below my means in that spirited, jovial, excited manner, not in the, oh man, I don't got it all. No, I'll just figure it out. Maybe I'll pare down my life. When I pare down my life, I don't need as much. So I don't have to maintain as much. And that frees up margin as you would free up margin in your budget. You know, it frees up that margin. If my bills are $5,000, but I make $5,000, I have zero margin. If my bills are $5,000, if my bills are $3,000, but my income's $5,000, I have that $2,000 in margin. So I realized, like, when I don't have the payments, I'm not in this bondage, and I don't have as much to maintain. I don't have totes and totes of this and 2 or 3 cars and this house and that house and this credit card and that loan and this loan and the junked up storage unit and the junked up garage in the second room with all the stuff in it. I realized, hold on. I started to shake them chains off of me. I started to shake that bondage off of me. I started to shake that slavery off of me. You know what I mean? I had to shake free from that. because I grew up like that. I grew up in a environment that was very much, you got so much stuff that you don't know what to maintain, how to maintain it, or what to maintain. You get what I'm saying? So maybe we wake up. Maybe we snap out of that, have so much that we don't know how to maintain what we have. And when I don't have much, I can live well below my means, jovial. I can, live a life free of debt. And then I get to tailor my life to what I want to do, how I want to do it, when I want to do it. Whoa. What do we do? And that's when it sort of gets scary, y'all. Because then you have a lot of margin. When you don't have payments, and you don't have this loan and that loan, and you're living well below your means, what happens? You have margin in your budget. So you're making $4,000, your bills are $15,000 to $2,000. What happens? You got excess margin. And what do you do with that excess margin? That scares people. That freedom, y'all, that freedom scare people. I'm telling you, freedom, it'll scare you. It's like a prisoner being released from prison. That's scary, y'all. That's mad scary. It's like a soldier detaching himself from the military. That's scary, y'all. It's like an officer detaching himself from the police force. It's like an employee detaching himself, him or herself, from the job. It's like a teacher no longer teaching. It's like an engineer no longer doing the engineer thing. It's like the finance person that no longer does finance. It's scary to detach from bondage, living well above your means, living in debt, living paycheck to paycheck. See, that might sound a little bit more comfortable than all the freedom over here. You're telling me, hold on, I got excess margin. My bills are low. I'm making money. I got excess dollars. The world is open to me. I might just want to stay here in bondage. I might just want to stay here in payments. I might just want to stay here and just spend everything I got, because everybody else spends everything they got, and everybody else lives in debt and payments, and everybody else is sort of bound to the 9 to 5. And I don't know, it's a little intimidating to go out there and have all that margin. And what do? Vicki Robin, she wrote Your Life or Your Money. And she talks about, not in that book, because I've never read the book, but I've listened to many of her speakings. And she said, everyone wants freedom until they obtain the freedom, and then they get to freedom, and then they realize it's completely uncontained. Like you can do whatever you want. I can invest the vast majority of my dollars. I can invest a portion of my dollars, say 20, 30, 40, 50% of that, and then I have all this excess. Well, what do I do with the excess? Do I go into debt using that excess for a down payment on some more bondage? Or do I say, maybe I don't need this and that, and maybe I just go pay cash for something. Maybe I do go travel the world. Maybe I do take another opportunity in another state. Maybe it doesn't pay that much. Maybe it pays more. Who knows? But maybe I take that excess margin, I invest for the long haul, and I realize that I don't need as much money as I thought I did right now, right here in this moment, to live day to day, because it don't take you that much money to live. It don't take you that much money to live a decent life on a day-to-day basis. It's the thought process that has been indoctrinated into us, has been imbued into our spirit, that we need all this money to live day to day. You don't need as much. So you begin putting the vast majority of your money away for the long haul. 15, 20, 25, 30 years. And you sort of coast your way to the end objective. putting up $1,500, $2,000 a month in a Roth IRA, 401k, brokerage account. Maybe that brokerage account in the next 10, 12 years might buy you a house cash. And then in the meantime, you don't have a mortgage, you don't have payments, you don't have this, you don't have that, you don't have this loan and that loan, and you break free from living well above your means, and you live way below your means, and you have all the excess, and maybe you go enjoy life for a while. Maybe y'all go hop from country to country, from state to state, from city to city. You work over here, work over there, do a little bit of this, do a little bit of this, do a little bit of that. But it can be complicated. It can be intimidating when you realize that, hold on, it is completely uncontained over here. In freedom, without debt, without payments, it's completely uncontained. When you live well below your means, it's completely uncontained. And you have a lot of excess margin. So what the heck do I do with all the excess margin? It's intimidating. How do I go and enjoy money? You start to have the problem of, how do I get to go and enjoy money? How do I get to go and enjoy my resources? I think that's something you have to curate. As I started off, I like to ride motorcycles, but I don't need a nice motorcycle 30 days out of the month. Maybe 25 will do, and the other, maybe 5 will do, and the other 25, I just go ride a bicycle, or go ride a motorbike, or ride a e-bike. Who knows? But you start to curate it. You start to develop the plan. Instead of the cookie cutter, here's your loan, here's your approval letter, here, go get this. That's not an enjoyable way, in my opinion, to enjoy your money. Enjoying your money takes intentionality. Enjoying your money takes a plan. Enjoying your money takes living a life without debt, because they get you to buy all this excess. They get you to waste money. Stop wasting the money. Pull everything, like I told you before. Pull everything, all this strength out of every dollar you can pull. Pull the strength out of those dollars. They're your soldiers. They're your employees. They are meant to go out there and be on the front line for you. That's what they're in. That's what the ultimate job of a dollar is, to go out there and build the life that you desire. The life that you desire, and the life that God desires for you. Doing 3 things: giving, saving, and spending. So that's how we enjoy our money. We give, we save, we spend with intentionality. We live well below our means. And we always, at all times, eliminate the idea of going into debt. It's not even an option. So you do those things for a while, y'all, and you break free from the bondage and the slavery of debt, and you live way below your means, and you give, save, and spend, and you save for the long haul, and you use that excess margin to curate the life that you desire. Look, y'all, I see a lot of success in your future. A ton of success. Okay, I'm gonna go over here and hop back on the motorcycle, go for a little ride, maybe go catch a little bit of lunch. Did a little work earlier. I'll probably hop back on the computer, do a little bit more work, and hit the gym. That's it, really. I'm out here enjoying life, y'all. Look, y'all, you can win. But like I always say, you gotta man sure wanna win. And that's a serious statement. For all of you who have stuck around, if you click the link below and you go to winningwithisaac.com and you use discount code YCW, that's Yankee Charlie Whiskey, you can purchase the You Can Win budgeting system, where you can begin to map out a plan for your money every month. It's something I use on a daily basis. It's something that has gotten me to this place in my life where I can be over on the other side, enjoying the freedom, as it is so uncontained. But when you get to a space where it is so uncontained, you sure need a plan for your money. And the You Can Win budgeting system is there to to help you develop that plan. It's not an overnight thing. It's not a tomorrow thing. It's not a next year thing. It's a 5 years to a decade thing. And if you implement this system into your day-to-day activities, into your day-to-day life, oh man, you'll see the success. Because I sure have. Just by having a simple plan for my money every month. I'm out of here, y'all. Use discount code YCW. winningwithisaac.com. Much love, y'all.